This is Guru Focus Market Today, your afternoon market brief for Friday, July 24. Here's where things stand. The S&P 500 ended the session little changed after late declines, as renewed fears of conflict with Iran and mounting losses in semiconductor stocks weighed on the market. Treasury yields slid in tandem with falling oil prices, reflecting investor caution despite hopes for progress in U.S.-Iran peace talks. Meanwhile, oil price volatility intensified amid escalating Middle East tensions, breaking traditional market constraints and fueling concerns about inflation and global economic stability.
Turning now to the White House, President Donald Trump announced that the United States will investigate European Union trade practices and consider substantial tariffs in response to what he described as unfair fines imposed on American technology companies, including Google and Apple. This next story is about Alphabet, which reported its largest profit ever. However, 2/3 of those gains were unrealized, and the company's free cash flow turned negative for the first time, leading to a 7% drop in its share price.
Meanwhile, in corporate news, Moody's issued a warning regarding unprecedented artificial intelligence infrastructure spending by Amazon, Meta Platforms, Alphabet, and others. The agency cautioned that this spending is threatening the company's credit quality and increasing their hidden debt burdens. Staying with the tech sector, Microsoft and NVIDIA urged U.S. policymakers to avoid broad restrictions on open-source AI models, emphasizing their importance for maintaining American leadership and innovation in artificial intelligence. Another story we're watching is the bond market's reaction to ongoing geopolitical risks. U.S. Treasury yields fell as oil prices dropped, with investors closely monitoring the potential for U.S.-Iran peace talks, even as bond markets continue to signal caution over the region's instability. On the Federal Reserve, market experts remain divided over the central bank's next move. Uncertainty persists regarding whether the Fed will raise interest rates at its July meeting, as policymakers weigh persistent inflation against concerns about economic growth. Turning to earnings, American Express shares dropped 6.5% after the company reported earnings that missed analyst expectations, raising questions about the strength of consumer spending.
Elsewhere in the semiconductor industry, Micron Technology shares surged 16% over the past 5 days, buoyed by record results and new AI-driven demand signals from China, despite broader market weakness in the sector. Also making news today, a Chinese-developed artificial intelligence model successfully stopped an unprecedented cyber attack targeting OpenAI, underscoring the ongoing cybersecurity risks facing the AI sector.
On the consumer front, the national average price for gasoline in the United States jumped 15 cents in the past week to $4.09 per gallon, driven by rising crude oil prices and instability in the Middle East. Experts warn that the ongoing Iran conflict is pushing up oil prices, with American consumers already seeing higher costs for gasoline, groceries, and back-to-school items. In regulatory news, an FDA advisory committee, which included members with industry ties, approved the manufacture of peptides used by RFK Jr., raising concerns about the regulatory pathway for unproven drugs. Finally, auction houses reported record first-half sales in 2026, fueled by surging technology and AI wealth. High-value lots in art, watches, and collectibles reached new highs, reflecting the influence of AI-driven fortunes on global luxury markets. That wraps up today's market update. We'll be back soon with the latest market news. Thanks for listening to the Guru Focus Brief.